I built this because nobody else would show me where my money actually lives. 7 apps, 4 dashboards, a brokerage tab, a yield tab, a crypto tab, a treasury tab. And after all that scrolling, I still could not answer the one question that actually matters. What is my real position? Where is the money working? Where is it sitting still? So I built the tracker. This is not another finance app trying to recommend the next high-yield platform. We do not do that. The tracker is a single dashboard that pulls every platform you already use into one view, categorizes each account by function, and shows you whether your stack actually has the redundancy you think it does. Yield is the marketing. Function is the architecture. Let me walk you through it. This is the real tracker, the one you get when you sign up. You land on the dashboard and the first thing you see is total tracked net worth across every platform you have added. Below that, the income forecast, the cash flow, and the income stream breakdown. Scroll further, and you see the platform P&L panel showing which venues are actually contributing and which are sitting still. None of this is a mock-up. This is the live app. Click into transactions and every deposit, withdrawal, interest payment, and trade across every platform lives in one ledger. Wealthfront, Marcus, Coinbase, Fundrise, Public.com, Treasury Direct, M1, Schwab. They all flow into the same table, each row tagged by platform and by function, so you filter by what role it plays in your stack, not just by date. The monthly view rolls that into a calendar grid. Net income, expenses, net per month. The performance view tracks how the stack has compounded versus how it would have compounded if you had just left the cash in a savings account. That is the comparison that actually matters. Not what one platform paid you, what your whole system did. Here is why that view matters. Most people I talk to think they have a diversified setup because they have 7 apps. 7 apps is not diversification. 7 apps is sprawl. Diversification is when the cash layer covers a different failure mode than the yield venue, and the redundancy anchor covers a different failure mode than the growth layer. The tracker forces that conversation by showing you which slots are filled and which are empty. The framework has 4 slots and only 4. Cash layer is the boring sleeve, the thing that does not move much that you can pull from in a week without a tax event. Yield venue is the engine, where the rate lives. Redundancy anchor is the backstop, the slot that is structurally different from the yield venue so a single failure does not take both down. Growth layer is the long horizon piece, the slot you do not touch. When one slot is empty, that is a system gap. When 2 are filled by the same platform, that is concentration risk. When all 4 are filled but the yield venue and the redundancy anchor are both crypto, that is correlation risk. The tracker surfaces those gaps without telling you what to buy. That part is on you, with help from the framework and your own research. A word on what the tracker does not do. It does not predict returns. It does not recommend platforms. It does not auto-rebalance. It does not promise income. If a tool was making those promises, I would not be the one shipping it. Rates change weekly. Verify the current state of any platform on its official site before deploying capital. Here are the tiers and what each one actually solves. The free tier solves the question, what does the framework even look like? You get the website, the public breakdowns, and the free Skool community. Premium tools at 250 solves, I want the dashboard and only the dashboard. That gets you the tracker, one-time payment. Full tools. Pack at 300 solves. I want every tool we ship for life. That is tracker plus system lab plus every future tool, one-time payment. And VIP at $39 a month solves the bigger question. I want the framework to become a habit. That is the tracker, system lab, full Skool community, weekly platform breakdowns, system templates, and the live Monday framework hour. That is the path I would recommend if you want the framework to stick instead of sit. If that lands, the full system breakdown lives on the blog at obsidianmetrics.pplx.app/blog. Read it, then come join us on Skool. That is where the framework becomes a practice. Educational only. Not financial advice. Results not guaranteed. We are not financial advisors. Verify the current state of any platform on its official site before deploying capital.